Girl, guess who was over here today asking all these questions about you?
Oh, girl.
I know personal stuff too.
He's really into you.
Yeah, he is, girl.
Oh, what's up?
Well, you know, like, do you love him?
Do you
care?
care?
When we went out, would you talk another
No,
night? You know?
not again.
Yeah.
I told you.
You're wondering if I care about you. Is there some cause that I should doubt you? Oh, I can see, boy, that you don't know me very well. You're so unsure, and you run here and there to ask my feelings. Friends only guess, they can't say really. No, 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 no. Don't ask my neighbor. Don't ask my neighbor. Don't ask never ask a friend to hang around. Don't be afraid. Come to me. Come to me. Don't ask my neighbor. No, no. Come to me. Come to me. Don't be afraid of what you see. What you see. You'll find I love you. Oh, I love you. Come to me. Come on. Don't be afraid. Hey. Ask all my friends if I'm the same boy. You don't understand. You think I'm changing. Oh, don't ask my neighbor. Don't ask my neighbor. Don't ask never ask my friend to hang around. Don't be afraid. Come to me. Come on. Don't ask my neighbor. No, no. Come to me. Come on and come on. Don't be afraid of what you see. What you see. You'll find I love you. Come to me. Come on. Don't be afraid. Oh, baby. Don't ask my neighbor. Neighbor. Come to me. Don't be afraid of what you see. Boy, you know you can find out. Ask me anything. Come to me. Don't go running to my neighbor. No, no, no. Don't ask my neighbor. No, 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 no. Don't be afraid. What you see. Don't be afraid. Come to me. You got to come to me. Don't be afraid. Don't ask my neighbor. I'll be right here for you. Don't be afraid of what you see. You'll find I love you. I love you.
You ever wonder what it's like that live in the jungle. Lion, tigers, and bears, snakes, and scorpions. Can you take this shit serious? Serious as it is. When it's fuck how you feel, better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, he was trained, he was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House, stomping in the Air Force Ones until the lights out. King of high yourself, say you dangerous and won't know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Whoa, is the new sleep, shallow is the new deep. Cheeks every news week, silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nympho, so I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an ab and a pan, they both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they land. Ain't no need to take a seat, want you to overly stand. Listen up and pour a cup, while I rock like a band. Fuck a chief in a trap, I like feeling the vibe. Man, tucking all that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoil like my package expired. My discernment like a tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth, fuck what you feeling inside, nigga.
This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My aura code, the shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas playing it simple, we keep shit popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping most uniques with meditation, elevation, fundamentals. It's official, like a ref with a whistle. I won't pick up my dribble, she look me in the eyes, open up the eyes to say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle, high charisma in my temple. She get real experimental with her mouth on my pillow. Guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain. That's real fundamentals. Give me some. Get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won. Plus my high vibration surpassing all you bums, nigga.
When family ties break, not every family tie is meant to stay tied. For the cycle breakers, the silent survivors, and the ones who walked away to save their own souls. For every heart that learned the difference between love and obligation. For you, because you are always worthy of peace, even before you believed it. Some wounds you can't see, but to shape everything. The way you love, the way you trust, the way you hold yourself together in the dark. Family is supposed to be where we first learn safety, belonging, and love. For many, it's where the first betrayals begin. The pain of family betrayal is often invisible to the outside world. You carry it in your chest, in the space between your words and the silence after a phone call that never came. You carry it in your questions. Why wasn't I enough? Did I do something wrong? Will they ever change? When you choose to step back, when you set a boundary or walk away, the grief comes profound. Not just grief for people, but grief for the dream that you had of them, for the version of family you wanted so badly to exist. This book was born from that quiet, holy space, the space where we stop pretending, stop justifying, and begin to name the truth. Not every family tie is meant to stay tied. Inside these pages, you will find no easy answers. What you will find is companionship, words to remind you that you are not wrong for choosing peace, reflections that honor the pain of what was lost and the possibility of what can rise in its place. You are not the only one who has stood at this threshold. You are not the only one who has chosen yourself. May these pages meet you with gentleness. May they remind you that grief and healing are not opposites. They walk hand in hand. You are not the wound. You are the healer. You are the rebirth. Available at Shamaka Essentials, House of Blessings on Etsy.com.
Good evening, everybody. Oh,
Salute.
there's Sharon right there.
Hey,
She
Empress
at the
Sharon.
round table already. Let's go.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, yeah. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. So, Empress Sharon, how is your mental health today, and how was your day?
Wow. It is good. It's doing great. Really, I want to thank God that I'm here because I almost was in an accident today, but thank
Oh
God for the
no!
protection. Yes.
For
I
real?
thank him for the control of the wheel. Yes, it was
Hey.
crazy.
Ooh,
Person was just flying like a bat out of HELL. But
mhm.
like I said, I just thank God for the control. Thank God for good working brakes and just experience and knowing how to control that wheel. So I
Man,
just thank
I'm so
God because
happy to
it
have you
really
here.
was.
So happy to
Yes,
be
yes,
here. Man, people drive
yes,
so crazy.
yeah,
Yes, so gratitude
yeah,
to having you up here because you almost that
exactly.
accident. Yeah, you almost
Whoa,
Wow.
that would have been
yeah.
something terrible. Yeah, but so I'm grateful and it's been a wonderful day. I thank God despite all that, I feel like I'm enjoying my day. Came home and fixed me a nice little meal. Had me a
Okay.
little bit of wine now.
Yeah.
But I'm
Hey,
feeling
you had
right.
to wind down, right? Yes. Ain't
Yes,
nothing wrong
yeah,
with your
yeah,
nerves. That I know. I know. I've been in
yeah,
several
man,
accidents
that,
before. It just
mm,
yeah. It just I understand. I'm so
mm,
happy that you are here with us today.
yeah,
Got the first seat
yeah.
at the round table. You like our round table?
Let's go.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But yeah. So I mean, it's been a blessing. I'm trying to tell you, but I don't know if I'm celebrating that or what. But I'm just feeling good right now. Yeah.
That's good. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. So,
Yes.
Queen Kale,
Mm-hmm.
how are you today, and how is your mental health?
Oh, well, um, I'm doing all right. My mental health has been challenged lately, and it has really enlightened me. So I'm doing okay. I could say that I'm doing okay.
Right? Life gives us challenges,
Life,
and
Yes.
life,
it
Yeah.
helps.
life.
It's part of our growth.
I'm here, and
Right.
this too shall
Ex-
pass.
Exactly. 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 Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Been with the wind." Yes. Exactly.
Yep, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, God is
Yeah.
the. How are you, and how is your mental health?
My mental health is pretty good, y'all. Um,
Mhm. Okay.
I just man, I got a lot of experiences and things that's going on spiritually with me in a good way. And it's just, I just want to tell everybody when once you embrace who you are, whoo, the floodgates come on
Mhm.
in, man.
Don't they?
So today's been a good day. I had some spiritual experiences, and I just looked
Mm.
at Kim like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Um,
But y'all know if y'all was aware, the 5-5 portal was yesterday.
yeah.
So we did a
Yeah.
family thing,
Oh
which was
yeah.
the first time I was like, I'm not trying to say let it. Yeah, let it. That's the word. I was actually leading it in my first time, so I was a little bit nervous,
But you did a great job.
but I did it.
Yeah, the family release. It was
Mhm.
really. You
Yeah,
did a
so
great
Okay.
job. You introduced, talked about it. Introduction.
yeah, so I'm
Mhm.
grateful and mental health is doing good. Things are looking up for me. A lot of blessings and things have come into fruition, and I'm just so grateful. You just, when
Yeah.
you're a genuine person and you really are connected and really for the good of yourself and others, it might be rough, man. It
Mm,
might be rough and it seems rough. But
yeah.
when the floodgates open for the blessings to come, they start pouring in and you be like, whoa, look,
Mm.
Right. What the heck?
we want to dance. You know how your
Exactly.
went and dance? That's what I felt like doing. I'm telling you, jumping up and down.
Yeah.
I was like, Kelly, look at this. So
Hmm.
great things have happened. Great things.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
That's good. Yeah, and I know what you mean. I was my granddaughter was laughing at we was out, at the store and stuff, and I'm looking at some stuff, and she was laughing at me, and she was like, it just seemed funny, because when you get older, it's just something different, and about you. And I'm like, what you mean? And she was just like the way you respond to stuff now. So I just said, wow, it could be the growth, and learning to look at stuff differently in life, so I said maybe that's what you see, yeah. But it is the growth. It feels good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's the growth because it's not what they used to.
Yes.
I,
Yes.
I, I
Yes.
can't say that
Yes.
in my situation with my kids, they kind of was they grew up with an iron fist. Like I was not playing.
Hmm.
But over time,
Right. And that's me.
understand that over time that communication had to be the first step to open up a conversation to get understanding to the situation. So, and they don't they look at me now in
Mm-hmm.
that position because now I'm willing to talk. They looking at me like, "Ooh, I don't know. Can I still talk to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Mhm.
But they
Mm-hmm.
still think that old
It's
Kelly's in
true.
there to pop off. And don't get twisted. She in there,
Right.
but I know how to
Right.
manage her now. You know.
Yes.
That's good
And
that
it's
you brought
funny.
up. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say it's funny because as I was listening to y'all in the early part of the segment, I
Mhm.
said to my granddaughter, Dad, we just was having that conversation,
See?
pretty much about, yeah, something I was, getting on there about. She was like, Grandma, you need to chill or something like that. So, and she was like, "Cause I am changing." I said, "That is true. That is true." And something she was doing, and I was like, "Wow!" And I said, "Let me stop. You do you. You have to, you start growing and seeing. You got to let things be, and look at things, take a different approach. I guess, be more compassionate and recognize the growth." So when y'all was saying, that, I was like, "Wow, that's funny." We was just talking about that. Yeah.
Mhm. And the thing
Uh,
is, it's hard to
mm,
recognize the growth. That's the thing, because we know
mm,
we need to grow, but it'd be hard because 'cause we'd be having situations that will take you back to being
Mm,
the very person that you're trying
right.
to maintain, you know?
oh, man,
It's,
very.
yes, it's funny you said that because that's what I kind of said to her. But the good thing is we was able to laugh about it and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Because
Mm,
I'm telling you, it takes the restraint. Like, I tell my kids all the time, like, they get in the better side of me now because I've calmed down. I
mm,
got a new well, she's not a new baby. She's getting ready to be 10 years old this
mhm,
year. And
yeah.
she was such a blessing when we got her. It was kinda like starting over when I got my niece. And going starting the clock all the way back over, I had to learn that I think if I woulda had my children later in life, I would have been a little bit more patient. So what my kids see
Hmm.
now is they see a more patient me. They see that I let her explain. Sometimes she wants to debate me, and there's times where I will let her
Hmm.
debate and say whatever she gotta say. They like, "I remember I wasn't never able
Hmm.
to say I wasn't never
And my
able to say."
daughters do the same thing. Yeah, they say the same thing. But I say you learn and you grow. Yes, you
Yes.
Yes.
learn from the past.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I've learned that
Yes.
I don't have to come off
Hmm.
so hard or aggressive. It's just finding out the information,
Hmm.
seeing how I could solve we can
Mhm.
solve whatever the issue may be at hand. So I'm learning, and it's an everyday thing. At least, like I know how to come back and take accountability. But when we sit in these spaces and we
Right.
talk about talking to one another, I've had friends talk to me and make jokes like, "Yeah, you light skinned girls always think y'all better than everybody else," and I would literally think that she was
Mm.
playing. But the undertone of it,
Mhm.
she was not playing.
Mhm.
She really had issue with light-skinned girls,
Mm.
and
Right.
I never thought nothing of it because my family is a blend.
Yes, we are.
We have all the way from
Mhm.
you could
Mhm.
say the white tea people all the
Mhm.
way down to
So the dark
the
chocolate.
deepest dark chocolate that you've
Mhm.
ever seen running through our family. So I never seen where people could look at your color and think something different of you. It's my very first incident. I was like, wow. And the way that she said it though, like, yeah, and you like, I was like, oh. But I think if she would have said that, you know what,
Right.
if she would have came at it different, like my perception on light
Right.
skinned girls, usually they're like this, but you're not like that.
Mhm.
I would have received it better. But
Mhm.
the way she came out, I was like, what in the heck? What the
And
helly?
I've had a
Yeah.
response come at me like that, and then I was kind of stunned because I'm like, well, I don't even consider myself light skinned, but I mean,
No, you're
really,
not,
really,
ma'am.
no.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely not, Sharon. You are a beautiful chocolate woman. Mm.
I was trying to tell, but I'm like, I guess some people it depends on, but and that just shows that we have what they call hidden racism even amongst
Mhm.
us, when we looking at
Mhm.
skin color and all that, which that don't even
Mhm.
really make the person. It's what's inside the person that make the person. Yeah, but
Yep.
it's crazy. Yeah.
That's how I was always raised.
Mm-hmm.
This was inside the person. So I never even knew. I was kind of green
Right.
to how she said it to me. You know what I mean? I was like, like laughed it off, like, okay, oh, what she
Right.
talking about?
Yeah.
Laughed it off. But like later on in life, after kind of going, doing our research, learning, and just having life happen to you,
Mhm.
I was like, what the hell did she? I asked D, what the hell was she saying to me? I just got mad all of a sudden one day, like, wait a minute, I just thought about something because we do this to each other all the time.
Right.
Is I'll hit her like it'll
Right.
be months later, and I'll just be like,
Right.
"Hey, I was thinking about," and I'll just hit her
Mhm.
up and she'll be like, "Oh my goodness, you thinking about that?" I'm like, "Heck
Right.
yeah, I just thought about." But I asked the question. She was like, "No, she was tripping."
Right.
Just period.
Mhm. That's crazy.
And that's why this
Wow.
topic is so good.
Mhm.
Yeah, the topic
Yes.
is so good
Yes.
because you want to. It's not what you say. Well, I said it
And
both
it's both
ways.
ways. Yes. Go
It
ahead.
is what you say and how you say it, and
Exactly.
it's not what you say, it's
Mhm.
how you say it, because
Mhm.
the truth of the matter is words do have power.
Mhm.
So you do have
That's
to watch what
that's
you're
the
saying
truth.
to people
Yeah.
because they said you could be cursing somebody
Mhm.
and you don't
Mhm.
want to curse nobody. So watching what you're saying,
Mhm.
be diligent to the words that you're speaking. You know what I mean? Your words and your actions should line up.
Yeah. And especially when we were talking about tone,
Mhm.
I was giving you all the things. Now, your tone makes a difference.
Mhm.
And I really pay attention to people's tone and if I'm in person body language.
Mhm.
Because like I said, man, the corporate world ain't no joke, y'all.
Mhm.
That's like
Dang.
the street.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, I mean,
Heck yeah.
it
Mhm.
might be a little worse
Mhm.
because everything goes and
And then
people.
see,
Hmm? Go ahead.
and and I know the corporate world is rough, but when I went outside, because that's what I was used to mostly, and it was some stuff, but being outside of the corporate world, being in the other, I don't know, because I never felt like I had to go in the bathroom and pray I could get through the day before I go home from
Oh well,
hurting somebody. So I'm trying to tell you.
so let me
Yeah,
say
so
it. No, I'm telling y'all. No, I've had.
Enabling
So
them.
what you said, I have had to go into the bathroom in the
Mhm.
corporate world. Me and Kelly both. We
Ooh
used to work
wee.
with each other,
Ooh.
really,
and had to
wow.
go. share.
Right.
Like on one of my lives, I had talked about how they jacked me up so bad, and I had to go, man. I had to. Woo!
I went into the bathroom. I
Mm,
had
mm,
HR had
mm.
to call me like, Kelly, you have a team of people that you still need to serve. You still need to go back out there and serve those people. And I was like, well, if I go back out there and serve those people, we're gonna have one less supervisor on this floor. So I don't think that's I'm gonna leave
Uh,
for today is what I'm gonna do.
I think
'Cause I'm
Sharon,
not
the
gonna
higher
allow
up
mm,
you
mm,
get,
mm.
the higher up, because
I was just getting ready to say that. I was
yeah,
just getting ready to say that because thank you, Lord. I always
well,
had
not
the
yeah.
pleasure of not being the higher up, but I've had the pleasure of being higher up in the non-corporate world and child. But yeah.
Oh, that shoot, forget what you talking
Right.
about that higher up, man. I'll be if I'm going to choose to do it, I'm gonna be a worker any day because that higher up stuff, I can have
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, so some higher ups
Not
can
dealing
get
with
crazy.
no grown.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with no
Mm,
grown kids, adult children, and that's another way
exactly.
I hide how they say things too is in the job. Because you will have some managers that'll tell you
Mhm.
off so cold, disrespect you in some of the coldest ways by their language, their
Yeah.
posture, how that they
No.
could talk down on you. Well, in the last 3 months, we've been
Yeah.
looking at your performance and your performances and what we used to be. Man, I went down one audit, and now my performance is your performance is hindering you. Like,
I had a whole lady
Mm.
boss. I had a boss tell me word for word. I'm never gonna forget this. We're taking you off this project because you have a problem articulating with writing and reading. I looked at her and said, "Did you just call me illiterate? Because that's the definition." And she was like, "You said, it." She said, "You said it. I did." I'm telling you, I didn't been through some
Mm.
years.
mm-mm.
Yeah,
Oh, good job, girl.
yeah. Like
Yeah, I'm
so,
thankful I ain't had
the
too
way
many of them
I talk to
situations, but
people
I had
matters.
a few.
It matters.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, the way, like
Yes,
you said,
it
the
do,
tone.
because Lord have mercy.
Mhm. The
Mm.
tone, your body language. These
Yes,
these people in just in the world. How you go to a restaurant
right.
to get
And pe-
service and then they got an attitude?
Right,
right,
right.
right,
You're there for the service
Don't
right.
and they
touch
got
my
attitude.
food.
Oh,
Right,
We'll get up. Me
right.
and Kelsey be like, never
Nope,
mind.
we're
They're
out.
like, is everything okay? No. You need to.
You need
I
to
don't
help
need that.
me
You
mm,
need
make
to
this.
get out of my
Yeah,
food. I don't play them games.
they can't touch my stuff.
Mhm.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, shit. I remember a situation, and I wasn't really working. I was going through a program because I was injured and stuff. And I know my emotional state wasn't the greatest because I'm dealing with a situation that now I no longer could do some of the things that I used to could do and plan to do. So I'm a little, I guess, very sensitive and ready to explode. I'll put it that way. But this higher up gonna, and she was trying to be funny, and the way she was addressing me and asking me the same question, something like what you said, trying to act like I'm stupid. I'm answering the question and I know I'm answering it right, and she gonna ask me about 3 times. So in my mind told me to just grab that lady from behind that desk and jack her up. But something said you can't do that. So I decided to leave. But when I left, I called her boss and explained what happened. And I told him, I said, I think that was very unprofessional because she knew the state of mind I'm in and what the things I'm going through. And for her
Mhm.
to try to, provoke me like that, that was
Yep.
very unprofessional. So he
Yep.
told me it was unprofessional for me to leave the way I left. I said, so did you rather
So
for
punch
me
her in the
to
face.
do what I had in my mind than to leave?
Hey, hey,
So
I'm
That is
punch her.
I said,
I don't believe Kelly said.
Man, Sharon, I can resonate with that whole story. I had this lady.
Yeah.
What messed me up is I took for granted like there are black. I love my my black women, my African American women. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But I dealt with one black
Mm-hmm.
African American woman that will forever be sketched in my mind as a hell no. If there was hell no in the dictionary, her face would be right there. When I tell you this lady tormented,
Mm-hmm.
she even had another boss come in and literally tried to slander me to that boss and slander me to myself and expected me to sit there and listen to her tell me, "You ain't doing this, you ain't doing this." And
Mm-hmm.
every time I tried to respond back to her on what's going on and what I've observed, she didn't want to listen to none of the stuff I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
She just wanted to say what she wanted to say, and it was her conversation. I mean, it was so crazy to the point to where I had to get up. Well, the first thing I was like, "You are a liar." And the person that she brought in there to kinda listen to the conversation was like, "Kelly, calm down." I said, "Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to get up and walk out." And I got up and walked out that door and slammed the door like, "Ooh wee." I had to get out of there because if I saw her
Mm-hmm.
face was gonna go all across that keyboard,
Right.
ooh wee.
Yeah, so like
Mm-hmm.
like what we're talking about, like even it's how you do things and
Yeah.
and then like how we were
Mm-hmm.
talking about family. I think those are one of the most difficult people in my case to communicate with.
Yeah.
Is family.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
like
Right.
I know me, I'm thinking about feelings and and like I was telling Kelly, I'm so considerate. I be considerate about people, you know. That's where I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be considerate and all this, but I had to realize there's opportunities and tough conversations that we have to have. And
Right. Right.
I think because me and you, Sharon, we talk about this like how the upbringing and Kels knows too. When you weren't able to express yourself the way you were supposed,
Mm-hmm.
it makes it challenging
Right.
to talk to family,
You
especially
do.
when it's something you don't
Yeah.
agree upon, and
Yeah.
you already
Yeah.
you you already It's funny because I don't even like to say the things because now that I've grown, but in my own mindset, I already know what they're gonna say. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
old mindset says that. So like I know when I go, auntie's gonna be like this, that, you know what I mean? And so I would already be thinking about that, which I know different now. But it made
Mm-hmm.
a very hard, difficult conversation where
Yes.
nobody wants to give us the answer because everything's a secret,
Yeah.
which it works our nerves. Like, why did this happen? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to worry about that. Well, I'm grown now.
Or people just don't wanna talk about things that hurt, like,
Mhm.
issues that past hurts, you know what I mean? It's just
Right.
like you wanting to have a discussion to get clarity. It's like, "No, just forget about that. We're past that."
Mm-hmm. Or you just
We're on
tripping.
to a new day. This old day fucked me up. We could talk about the old day and the new day, but can we
Yeah.
first get clarity on the old day? Because that's where I messed up at.
Hmm. Hey,
Mm.
Sister Wonder, thanks
Right.
for
Right.
Hey,
coming. I appreciate you so much for coming. Thank you. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Those
So the
conversations.
way you
Go ahead,
no,
Sharon.
go ahead.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
I was getting ready to say the way you express and talk to people does really matter. Yeah.
definitely.
Because and then another thing you got to think of, you never know what that person went through during the day or whatever. So I mean, it's good to try to approach situations in a calm manner, even though sometimes you ain't always in that head frame either, because I can vouch for that. But that is the appropriate and best way to, I guess, form good relationships. Yeah.
Absolutely. Excuse me. We this came up because we were talking, me and Kels were talking, and we were like, dang, the way people say things is so jacked up. And that's why, excuse me, y'all, this subject came up because we like, dang, why they gotta say it like that?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
it was a family member, and we like, dang, man, people are not aware. And I had to learn this because I was one of the main ones that,
Me
man, I
too.
just spit it on out, say it, didn't think about nothing. I thought about people's feelings when it came to tough decision, but if I felt a certain type of way,
Say that.
I just said, "Dude," I'm like, dang. They be like, dang,
Exactly.
girl, my friends and stuff be like, why you guys say it like that? Because
Exactly.
that's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's kind of how I been too.
Yes.
And I had a person though that was in my life that used to always tell me, "Don't get caught up about the message, like how the message is being delivered. Just worry about the message." But I couldn't get to the message because the delivery was so fucked up. I couldn't understand what the fuck
Right.
you talking to me crazy and
You're right.
saying things to me, and you think that I'm gonna now have a civil conversation with you. That's not gonna work. You're not gonna say to me I'm
Exactly.
ignorant. And then when I say, "Oh, did you call me ignorant?" No, you're just tripping. What? So there's some times where people could be
And
nonchalant about how they do it and it's messed up too.
Mhm.
that's true, Kels. But even in those situations, I'm learning now, after you got to step back for a little bit and, really adjust to that going situation. But even in those type of situations, I'm trying to learn, to really step back and look after the anger and stuff, but like, what the hell you just know? Or after that, the went away and stuff, sit back and really, analyze the situation and, see what you can get out of it or whatever. And
Mhm.
definitely, like I said, and I be bringing that up, but these neighbors have taught me a lot about
Yeah,
controlling my response and stuff, because sometimes people do stuff to get certain responses out of you because they know what they trying to do. So
man.
I'm learning how to, even with that situation, I had to step back and look at how can I change myself, not that, I wasn't in the right for trying to defend myself, but could I have addressed it a little better, to keep from, giving them what they wanted, and protecting myself from getting all riled up and ready to, just go off. I'm gonna put it that way. Yeah.
Emotional
So,
maturity is where we win in these days. If we can get a lot of
yeah,
people to recognize being emotionally mature, they will be okay. Because everything don't need a response.
yeah,
And sometimes you gotta watch out. There's
exactly,
people out
exactly.
here that will try and put you in situations that they know that if I can get you to act a certain
Yeah,
way, I can get my way with you. You gotta watch out for them type of people even
right,
too. That's one thing that I can't say about the
right.
situation with the job is that I had to notice like this lady was literally trying to get me fired, and she knew I was the type to pop off.
Yeah,
She knew I was Imma meet you in the
right,
parking lot after work type person. So she was gonna get me
exactly,
riled up to the point where I'd be
exactly.
in the parking lot, go to jail, and all kind of stuff. I had to sit back and think like this lady is trying to get me fired. So then what I did was I went
Right.
and got a whole nother job right out from under her at the same in the same on the same floor and everything. Got a whole new job.
Wow.
She thought she had fired me, and the next week I
Sit.
came back and was sitting on the other side. She came on the other side, like, "What you still doing here?" I said, "I got another job." She said,
Mm.
"What?" Yeah,
See?
in your face.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Because if I was
That's
such
why,
an
I
employee that
mean,
you painted me out to be, and when I tell you she ooh, and it was like I couldn't say nothing to her. Some of these jobs be protecting people that shouldn't be in position.
yes, they
'Cause of how
do. They
they'll
do.
say
Yeah.
certain things to you that you be like, "Oh," and you be in the corporate America, so this is kinda where this really do apply too. 'Cause you can be in corporate America and the way that
Hmm.
they be having their little microaggressions towards you and saying little slick stuff to you in the office.
Oh, I done
You're like,
been
"I
there.
didn't know
Yeah.
that black
Yeah.
people articulate" what?
That's how. When she said that, I said, "Did she just call me illiterate?" Well, you said it
Yeah,
backwards. I had to put the church
mm,
finger up.
mm,
I went to my desk
Yeah,
and logged
I'm
out
trying to
and
tell.
went home. That's what I did.
yep,
I will be leaving because
Mm,
what's about to
mm,
happen. I'm gonna show you what illiterate people can do. You feel
right.
me?
Yep,
But it's
mm,
like
mm.
like you said, we didn't even
Yes,
touch the job part. That's a whole different way of how they talk to people
yeah,
and how we respond to it
right.
as well.
yeah. You gotta watch.
Definitely.
You gotta watch how you take. But that's with anything. Like, just
Mhm.
don't. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I And there's some type of people that don't realize what they say because of how they grew up. And if you watch people, you could tell like they don't really understand what they trying to sound smart and they saying some big old words, but they not really saying too much. So I'm just
Right.
You
finish
got me
saying
over here
whatever they
cracking up.
saying, and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say and let that be it. You know what I mean? Then there's people that know exactly what they saying. They
Mhm.
know exactly how they saying it. And they know if I put you in the right position with the right person to say some messed up stuff to you, gonna pop off and all these people's gonna look at you crazy.
Hmm.
And they
And
gonna be
that's
like,
what
oh, there
these
she goes.
niggas knew about me. Hmm. They really felt like they had
Mhm.
already pushed me to that point that I was going to just do something and go
Whole
to
try-
jail, and it was the grace of God. It was the grace of God. I'm trying to tell you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Just because that probably at the
Yes.
last minute you was able to catch yourself. You know what I mean? Like, hold on,
Yes.
these people's really trying to
And
get me out.
Blended Healing too. Yeah, I remember she would tell me, "Girl, you realize who you around, and you got to watch it because you know they don't care." And I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't care either, but I had to care, because I had too much to lose." Yes, but it's crazy. Mm-hmm.
People be trying this. So that's why I said developing your emotional
Yeah,
maturity and your emotional intelligence and being able to clearly articulate when you're upset. That's why I watch people. I don't even boil it down to
yeah,
males or sometimes people have conversation. It's always either male or female. I'll be talking about both.
Mhm.
yes,
Cause it be on both
yeah.
sides. Women act crazy just like men be
It
acting
do be
crazy.
on
I be
both sides,
furious. Yeah,
yes,
Mhm.
and we can't overlook that. We
I
gotta
be
Right.
saying some of
definitely
the harshest
realize.
shit with the
Yeah.
women than I have men. I've had women do some
Mm,
strange ass shit, try and do strange ass shit to me.
exactly.
By their words though.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
ladies, what do you
Yes.
think about? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Talking
Mhm.
romantic relationship. Now, Kelly wanted to
Um.
have some good examples. You got some good examples. You got a good example of communication or talking in the.
Um. I would say, in quite a bit of my relationships, I was able to talk to them, but in some cases, I would be so daggone mad, I go flying off. But I had to catch myself, and be like, "Dang, you ain't had to do it like that." But it's like, when you dealing with, certain relationships, and you get in another, and you have to think about, look, this ain't that same person, you address it, like that, so you got to calm down a little bit. But I've been in situations, where I'll be like, look, I need to talk to you about something, this, bothering me, and I don't want to just assume or whatever, and this, that, and the other. So I would explain it to them in a way that I was calm or whatever, and it seemed like they can accept it better when you come to them calm and relaxing, really showing that, look, well, I'm just trying to address this thing, and I remember in some incidents I'd be like, look, I'm bringing this up because I really care about you, and this stuff is bothering me, so I want to see if it's something we can work on and resolve, that type of thing. And it have worked, yeah. But yeah, so I think it's the way, and I think a lot of it is what we have seen in past relationships with family and all that, friends or whatever, how they address men, and vice
Mhm.
versa, how men address women. And so I think we're in an era now that we've seen that type of stuff, and we've seen that sometimes it don't look too good, and it's better ways to address that if you really care about that person, if you really want to be in that relationship with that person, come to them more in love, and trying to get understanding than, like you dictating to that person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's one of the things where in relationships though it flows the same way. Like I could say I know
Mhm.
people that have been married for a very long time and they still be having attitudes with each other, asking simple questions.
Mhm.
Hey, can you make me this? Godly, I guess I could do that. Okay, I
Right.
guess I
And
could.
I've even seen it. Yes, I've
Well, you
even seen
see,
it where it's.
mhm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I ain't know you. Go ahead.
Oh, you okay? You go ahead.
No, I thought you were saying something.
Oh no, I was just saying like just
And
old
I'm
couples
sorry.
that
I
get
think.
attitudes.
Oh,
Oh, they get attitudes with each other just in mere conversation, or you get the ones that they play around so much and they be
right.
talking down. They talk down to each other in a playful way, like they talk. I'll beat you up. I'll hit you over the head. I'll kick you in the throat.
Like
Like
Shannon
talking,
Sharp.
yeah, talking to your spouse in a way that's like, why would you say something like that to them?
Man.
You
Mhm.
and it's like,
Valid
oh,
point.
I know
Right.
that's
And
how that's how he is.
Mm-mm.
yeah, and I've even seen it where it seems like that they would wait until they get in front of people, friends, family or whatever, and try to downplay the other partner, talk down to them and stuff, in front. And I don't think that looks good to me, and
Yeah,
some people do it for, I don't know, attention or whatever. I don't know what it, but it just doesn't look good. And so I think it's time for us to learn how to treat each other as male and female, learn how to talk to each other, and as they used to say in the saying, treat people as you would want to be treated. And I think that's the same with your partner. Treat
can we
them
press
how you would like them to treat you. Yeah.
can we
Mhm.
press the restart button? Can
But
we
we can't. We gotta. If we press
uh,
restart, we can't take the same knowledge. You gotta ask for it to be able to keep the same knowledge and restart.
so okay, well, can
A
we do
Yeah.
restart
that?
would mean to go back
Well, okay, I don't want it to go back, but I want
to
to
with the
go forward
same.
with the
Yeah.
knowledge that we have gained. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
at this
Yeah.
point in time, it's tiring trying to find people that are not so guarded,
Ooh.
that actually want to tell you the truth, that actually want to have even be okay with just being friends. Like, ain't nothing wrong with being friends.
Right.
There's such a rush to try to get people in the bed and do it. Like, I'm not with that. I don't know when's the last time I went on no date. Because
Right. Me
everybody think you're just
either.
supposed to rush
Yes.
to just being open. Like, no, like that's not what I'm about anymore.
Right.
You know what
Hmm.
I mean? And I'm about trying
And
to
my
have
thing
a
is,
whole freaking. Don't talk to me if. Oh, go ahead.
oh, God,
You know what
no.
you're saying?
I was going to say, I've been in a situation where I was like, let's, just be friends or whatever and talk for a while or whatever. No, we ain't trying to be friends or whatever. Then they, want to do what they want to do. Then they want to be friends. I'm like, no, it's too late to be friends after we, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be your friend. No, but yeah. So, but in a certain way, but I will always
We.
say friends with benefits, because there's a different I would say language between
Out
men
there.
and women nowadays as friends. They think friends with benefits. They don't think about just friends. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think on a positive side, even though we're not together, and I think I could say this with confidence. My ex husband, we had good community. We talked, even like I just talked to him last week. Like
Mhm.
that wasn't our problem. Was not talking to each other. We might have talked too much to each other. So, like,
Mhm.
but if there's a such thing, but it was a perfect example. That wasn't where our relationship lacked because we were both talkers. And so we talked
Right.
about everything. And even with us not even being together, we still talk. not like intimacy
Right.
violation, but like we talk about the kids. People look at us and be like, "What is this?" They think that it's always that, "Oh yeah, y'all together or y'all doing something," and it's
Right.
not. It's just that's just my friend. Like hey, what's going on with
Yes.
the kids? What's going on with your life? We talk and we talk freely with each other. So that's a
Right.
positive thing. I can say that even though the marriage was a learning experience, because I don't want to call it a failure, a learning
Mhm.
experience, we still had
Mhm.
that positive talking, and it shows because we're still not together and we can talk.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's a
Right.
beautiful thing.
Right.
Like I didn't have excuse me, drama like that. He
And
was a
we
good
get to
Mhm.
kind of get the access of that relationship too, because we have access to her ex husband. Like he does stuff with the boys and do all that stuff with them too. So like it's still like family.
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
It is
Yeah.
a
And
testament
and
to see
that's
how
how
Excuse me.
I've been like really mhm.
No, go ahead. I was saying excuse me because I
Go
was
ahead,
coughing.
Kels. I'm sorry.
That was me. I was coughing.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. That's how it's been. Oh, okay. And majority of my relationships, even when I broke up with the person, I was, willing to be friends, cordial, or whatever. But this one particular one wanted to more be friends with benefits and all that. But I'm like, no, once I cut that part off, we cut off. It ain't work, whatever, unless, yeah, we ain't gonna be the friends and benefit thing, yeah. But I'll be friends and cordial, talk to you and all that. I ain't gonna act ugly and all that. But that's why I said, nowadays friends mean two different things.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
what did you think about that? Ask the ASK instead of the ASS. Like I feel no in a lot of relation in dating in society today, people are afraid to ask you.
Mm,
They'll go ask or assume all these thoughts. I assumed you was doing this. I assumed that you instead of just like I have to really be like, just ask me.
Hey,
You
Sherry, you got man, you got
right.
man over there with you. Uh, you got a man. I know you got a man over there, don't you? You got men lined up, don't you?
Who?
Don't
Who?
you got this? Well, you got
Who?
Empress. You got some men lined up.
Who?
That's how they be out here.
Um,
That's how they be out here
that's
I
assuming.
no, she's trying to give an example of
That's how I be laughing like that too, cause that's how they be assuming. They be coming at me
I
and they
know
be
your
coming at
man's
me and
over
D.
there. I be
We
wanting
know
him to
you got
pop
a
out.
man.
Shit.
I said, well, if it will tell him that I'm looking for him too. Since you found him, tell him that I'm looking for him. Give him my
know
phone
that's
number
right.
so that he could call
I
me and
know
we could
that's
talk on the
right.
phone because I'm ready to talk.
That's
Cause
not
look,
even
if I got a
that's
man,
assuming
I
that ain't
mean,
asking at
you ain't
all.
got to be with
They
me all
telling.
the time, but you go, yeah, you go. Yeah, matter of fact, I had a one like that. Yeah, who is that nigga you with? I mean, why I gotta be with a nigga because I ain't with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. You could be out
But I
raking your
mean,
leaves
and it's
and don't
not
answer the
always
phone.
right,
Why
right.
you didn't answer your phone? Like
But
I was
yeah,
cutting some leaves.
I'm working.
exactly.
I'm doing. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
working.
working.
but
I'm working. I can't answer. Well, I called you. I
mm-hmm.
seen that. I'll call you back when I'm available.
Or even
Exactly,
having feelings of I'm unsure
exactly.
of this relationship or I am unsure of this. Ask.
Yeah, the ask part is a big thing.
Right, right,
Just
right.
excuse me, just ask.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I rather ask than assume.
Me too.
Yes,
Because I'm not gonna try to.
let me
Because
know.
don't know. You don't want to know what I
Hmm.
come up with in my mind.
in fact, me either.
So I
So
don't
I'm
never
gonna ask you
assume.
out the
That's
gate.
that, Kels. Kels. That's
Uh,
exactly a
no,
conversation I
cause
had with this person. you don't explain stuff to me, so you leaving me room to be assuming because I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure stuff out. You see what I'm saying?
And then
Yeah,
my two and two
yeah. So
together,
if you
my
don't
two and
want
two
me assuming,
together,
then I ask you,
right.
please let me know. Yeah.
Honest
Mm-hmm.
transparency. I love
Yeah.
transparency. When a
Me
person can be
too.
transparent, it's like the
Me
best
too.
that they can be. And people that haven't had healthy
Uh,
relationships think transparency is somebody divulging their information too much, or you know what I mean, or you dang why you got to tell
mm.
me all that information. But transparency is just a person just giving you information on what they're doing.
Mhm.
Yes,
Let
yes.
you they
And I have Yeah, I have this one guy that, we're friends. We grew up together, and so we could talk about any and everything. But, he have let me know, there's definitely an attraction there. But at the same time, he let me know I don't want to really, try to, quote us to get involved in a relationship and then we lose our friendship because the relationship. I respect that. You up front with me. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yes, but I mean, just leading somebody on, making them think or whatever. I'd rather for you to tell me what the real deal is.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all ever had a man to lead y'all on? They
Hell
graceful,
yeah.
what by their graceful words,
Oh
talk
yeah,
about it's not
Hell
yeah,
what you
yeah.
say, but how you say it,
yeah,
and they be
Absolutely.
trying to just swindle
yeah,
you
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah. And
Absolutely.
guess
with the
what?
kind words, though.
That's a good
With the
way to
kind
get
word.
me to flying
I
off at the mouth.
right.
You
Okay.
heard me.
Triggered.
I said, and that's a good.
That's what you want. Oh, you want me to act like this.
Oh,
Right.
this is where
Right.
you wanted to come to.
Exactly.
Man.
Mm,
Yes, I have had to. I'll be like, what
yeah.
you
Mm,
call them? Well, I know I'm saying our age sharing the cat daddies, right? The smooth Billy
right.
D.
Uh,
Williams men that try to do, and I'm looking
yeah.
at them like, for real. And I was like, are you really serious right now? Are you playing? They
No.
be, I'm so serious with you right now. What?
You serious about what?
Yeah.
Don't get it
Trying
twisted
to
now. I
tell
didn't
you.
see women do it
All
too.
right.
Yeah,
Too.
I have too. I've seen women do it too, and it's
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
I see it more
Exactly.
now
And I'll
these
be like,
days.
if
I
you want to
see
play, go
it
to the
more.
Toys R Us because I ain't the.
Ah,
I'm telling you. But yeah,
They become
let's
you
be up
become
front. Yeah. Mhm. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, in this world, and then you think about so many, all that playing games with people, and you think about so many different women and men have lost their lives over playing games with people emotions and stuff. So that stuff, you really got to take that stuff serious now, you know? So it's best to be up front. That way, there's no, confusion of what's going on. Mm, mm, mm.
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey DJ King Miller, how you doing? Thank you
hey,
for showing up. Yeah, that
Mhm.
talking thing. My dog wants to talk right now. That's what's going on right now. She want to talk.
Mm,
Hey, babe. Um,
yes. Yeah.
but yeah, like I think in those romantic relationships, I'm not currently in one, but if we can't talk, it's gonna be a problem. If you
Hmm.
can't ask me,
Right.
excuse me, we have a problem because how am I supposed to know if this
Right.
is even something I want?
hmm
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
you're not,
Yeah.
it's to me when you're too quiet, I'm like, hold on, because how can we be romantic in a romantic relationship and you quiet? Like
Yeah,
how
like
did
how can I
where they do
know?
this at?
Right.
How can I even know what you want
Right.
or
Right.
what your expectation of this is? Like you don't.
Right.
Hmm.
And it's okay. I
Hmm.
think people are. I don't know if they're afraid or what to set boundaries. Like it's okay to tell people what you want,
Hmm.
and if they don't want to go with it, that's okay too.
Right.
guaranteed there's
Yeah.
somebody out here that will go for that.
Let me have the
Yes.
That's
option.
what.
Yes.
No, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Because I had a situation like that, and the person was like, "Well, I ain't want to tell you because if I would have tell you, you would have probably ran off, or you wouldn't have
Ooh.
stayed in the arena." And I'm like, "Well, that should be my decision, you know." But you pretty much cheated me out of option if I wanted to go with that or not, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it ain't do nothing but cause me to run away later anyway. So how did you win in that situation?
They did.
For
They didn't.
real.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing. People. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I say people think your words are spells. You do have to watch out what you're saying. And it's not that fact that you
Right.
must be perfect every time. I'm not saying you're looking for perfection, but try to be impeccable. Ain't that one of the laws? Be impeccable with
Right.
your words. Speak life into the situations.
Mm.
If even though you may not see it that way, put it to be that way. Make
Right.
it to be that way and live as it is.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't see the road ahead and you still got to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you stand still in some
Right.
areas of life, you
Exactly.
might get chewed up.
Mhm.
So you got to keep going.
Mm-hmm. For real. For real.
Got to keep doing what you got to do.
Yeah.
And the thing is be mindful when you're walking throughout this world because you never know what anybody's going through. It could be your friendly smile. It could be you may tell somebody you're not okay
Mm-hmm.
today, and they may have some kind words to lend to you. You never know, but it's how you show
Right.
up, though.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That is true. Mhm.
It's definitely like I
Yes.
said, this subject of talking to people is it's much needed because people don't talk no more. Like not
Mm-mm.
like how they used to.
Mhm.
So, technology, I think,
Right.
has definitely a big part of that
Yeah.
as well. And then 2020 changed the world as well. So the talking part is like they don't have to.
Right.
The thing is that do you know nowadays
Yeah, and some
how the
people.
world has changed because how the world has changed. You know how many people you could collab with nowadays. Like how
Exactly.
many people you don't never know. You may run into somebody that can help you with something, and you can help them with something. Like you never know. Like every so often,
Right.
I tell y'all know this to me. Like even like that's why I asked for your pictures for your shoes, Sharon. Cause and I'm like this. Like you send
Mhm.
me some stuff, I'll just get some things together for you and give it to you.
Right. I liked it
Whatever
that too.
you can use that
Yes.
however you
Yes.
wanna use it. And
Mhm.
there's not no I'm not looking for nothing from it. It's just something that I like to do.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? But if you
Yes.
cut off a
Yes. That's
relationship
what
with
I felt.
somebody that can help you or cut off a relationship with somebody that can, you know, do something for you and you can get a benefit out of it is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're right.
Mhm.
'Cause it is
Mhm.
collaboration over
Yes. Yeah.
competition.
It is.
Let's see what
Right.
I have a
Right.
rule when we at the dinner table. We don't have the phone with us, but just talk. Man, I had talked about that today
Yeah.
on my show. Like, so
Mhm.
man, King Miller, I feel you
Mhm.
on that because that I don't. I think
Mhm.
me, I think that's rude. The first time it happened to me, we were at a. It was my birthday, and it was both of my brothers pulled out their phones. I about went
Mhm.
left on them. Don't you know it's my birthday? Y'all so rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, and I just think it's so rude. Period. Like,
To just pull your
let's
phone
talk.
out. Yep.
This is the time. Um, turn that porch light on. This is the time when this is where it's supposed to be family bond. Oh man, go. How you go on a date and be on your phone? How you have family dinner
Mhm.
and
Be
be
on
on
your
your
phone.
phone? You know what I'm saying? How you supposed to be
That's
bonding
true.
with your friend unless y'all
Yeah.
doing something that has? But
Do
I'm
it.
with you, DJ King Miller, because let's talk. This is the time to talk and reflect. And it happens so often. I've watched it so much. I just sit there and be like, everybody's really on their phone.
Mhm.
I try to, unless I'm not taking a
Mhm.
picture or we're not giving a review or something, when we're at restaurants, let's enjoy this moment, enjoy this food, and enjoy each other.
Yep.
Don't forget that part.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm. Right. And then on this social media and stuff, what gets to me sometimes, people have conflict with somebody and they'd rather get on social media and say this and that and the other, but they won't go to the person and say, whatever it is they got to say. And I just feel that is like, I mean, if you that person and keep the world out of it. But I'm just saying,
Or
that's
they
my
tell
thing.
their
Yeah.
business and get mad because
Mm-hmm.
everybody's talking about their business.
Welcome to the stage, DJ King Miller.
Mm-hmm.
How are you
Yeah.
doing, King Miller? How's your
I'm doing good.
mental health today?
Mhm.
I'm doing good. How
Right,
everybody doing? How
right.
everybody doing? See, when you take the dinner table,
Doing
see,
great,
see,
doing
if I
great.
could see anybody on the, I'll take you out on a date. Just and I see you on the phone. I'm getting up and leaving. You gonna have you deal with that bill. Come to that
Mm.
table. I'm leaving you on. I'm leaving you right on the spot. It's a
Oh,
time for me to get to know you, and
yep.
this is a time for
Right.
you to and this is a time for you to get to know me. If
Mhm.
I can't get to know you through that phone,
Uh,
I don't need to be on a date with you.
Yep.
I might
That.
ask that. I might ask that
and
wait. I
wait,
might ask
wait a
that
minute,
waitress
King Miller,
who
bro.
bringing that food to me on a date.
But wait a minute. Suppose it's the family member check-in. They at least say, "Excuse me for a minute, just my child or my mom trying to call. What's up with that?" And I'll be with you in a minute, but I'm gonna
First of
just
all,
see what's
uh,
going
uh,
on.
nah, no, not of that. Because first of all, you should already told them you was on a date.
Facts. I
They
agree.
could.
Yeah,
That's the first
true.
thing.
That's true.
It,
That,
they ain't
but
gonna
you don't
last.
always have access to them like that.
The dinner ain't gonna last three
Yeah,
hours or nothing like that.
Right.
You know, it's gonna last about an hour, maybe two
yeah,
hours, sitting
yeah.
Right.
down talking. Then after the dinner, you can pick up the phone back. We good. Pick up that phone. We
Right.
leaving. You got time
Right.
to you got
But
time
I'm
to pick up that
saying, how
phone?
about if they said, "Oh, I'm out right now. I'll talk to you later." That's all
No,
right, right?
I'm no, I'm
No.
like
Nope.
King Miller.
You
No.
should already told them in the
But
car.
supposed
Exactly.
to
You
stay
said,
out
look,
of town because I've been in a situation where
Text
somebody
me
been out of town
if
or
there's something
whatever, and they
going
didn't
on.
know I
If there's
was on, and
something
they
going
called.
on, text me. If
You don't
there's
have to
yup,
answer it right then.
yup,
if
yup.
there's
Send a quick text. I'm out. I'm
But
enjoying myself
suppose
right
they
now.
don't know. But what I'm saying, suppose they don't know, because I've
I'm,
had
okay.
situations where that person ain't know I was out. But I'll say I'm out right now. I'll talk to you later or whatever. I remember I did that to my
In this
granddaughter, and
situation,
she was like, "Wait a minute, Grandma. I know you ain't put me off a phone for a man." It's like, no, you
Yeah,
and you
I
should
did and I did.
and you should show your grandchild. Yes, I am.
I
yeah,
did. Okay,
exactly.
King Miller.
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
I did.
I
I,
I
I got
sure
did.
did.
I gotta get
and
my
this
groove back.
and
I'm
this
sorry, baby.
situational
Yeah, I know
I'll
that's
and
call you
this
to
and this
I'll
right.
call you tomorrow.
situational
I'll call you
and
tomorrow.
this situation and
Oh,
this
sorry.
situational because if it really is that serious, you'd be able to answer your phone
Mm.
and go through that thing.
Now
But
they send
if
me a
it's
now they send you a text message talking about this emergency, something happened, the house is on
yeah,
fire. We're going to house. Now I understand you why you pick up your phone. Go ahead, pick up
yeah,
that phone.
right.
You got a 911
Right.
call. But you just not the play call. No,
Mhm.
I ain't with the play call. Now you then like looking at you and you on this phone and I'm right here and you just talking like no, I gotta get up and go.
Well, that's
No, not
usually
talking and talking. At least let them know. Look, I'm out right now. I'll call you back later or whatever.
Shoot.
Yeah, that type of
that's
thing.
usually the
Mm.
code. That's my code when the date ain't going good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Then
oh, I got a phone call.
Really?
yeah, she said that's the cue like this. I'm ready to go.
Yes.
I'm ready to
I
go.
gotta go. Wait me here.
I
Wait.
got leave.
Mm.
No,
Wow.
but no,
Yeah,
with
because
me,
see, I be having a lot of family members out of town. So, I ain't gonna be calling everybody tomorrow. I'm going out on a date. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? So they
That
calling
that
from
Well,
that
house
that
one
that
you
day.
why
I'll
in
be like, let me
extreme
call you back.
that why
circumstances.
look the trick with that when you broadcast on Facebook, I'm on a date. So they get back
No,
to somebody.
I look, and I guess it depends on because I'm more of a private person. I'll be wanting everybody to know my business.
Um,
But
Well, then you
they
don't want
call.
to
Look,
pick up
I'm
the
out.
phone. If you private, then you do not want to pick up the phone if you private, Sherry.
Sharon,
Sure.
I'm
Exactly.
on it. If they call 2 to 3 times back to
Telling you.
back, then it may be an emergency. If it's
Right.
really
That's
emergency,
how I
they
look
gonna
at it.
call back.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you are on a date and
Exactly.
somebody calls, ignore the call. Bam, I'm on a date, especially if
I'm
they
like
on the
Right.
you.
road
You're putting the phone
on
up.
silent. Yeah,
I'm
Mm,
putting it in my purse. Now,
mhm,
if we on the date and it keep going,
mm,
yeah,
and the dude be like, okay, yeah, you might need to check that out. He might
yeah,
say,
yeah,
is your phone? And
yeah.
I'll be like,
mhm,
no, because I used my
mhm, mhm,
son used to be the police. He used to think he was my man.
He did. He did.
He'd
Yeah.
be
mhm,
calling like he trying to check
mhm.
somebody. So I'd be like, it ain't nobody. They'd be like, for real, nope, it is not anybody. Let's go ahead and continue on this date.
On this
Ah,
on this little date we got going on. And
Right.
after this, I'll see if I like you or not.
Exactly. Especially the
And
first date. Especially the first date, because that's really what it's about.
Well, we
Talking,
learning something.
talking
Mm,
and getting to know each other, right?
mm,
That's what it's for. Not for you to
right,
be on your phone.
right.
Yep.
but the thing
Yes,
about it
that's
though, I done
true.
realized though.
That is
See,
true.
our generation, we know how to date. The younger generation, they do not know how to date.
They showed up.
They don't know
But
what
Hmm.
dating.
2020 messed
See,
some people up, but they don't know how to date. Some grown people don't know how to date either because of 2020.
Look, I was getting ready. Look, I'm trying to tell. I keep trying to tell you. I grew up. I was sheltered, so I really ain't learned what a date was really until I got older because I didn't go out on a date. I got involved, at a young age, and that's all I was even thinking about up until I became like 40 something years old. So it was like I had to learn how to date around that age. So I'm like, man, I
and,
missed a lot of that stuff.
and I ain't talking about.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about going to the movie theater. I'm talking about a real actual date.
Man,
And
it's
I
that
know
bad.
I,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
get together date. Let's
I
go to a
dated
movie.
inside my
Not
marriage, so that's
nah.
how I
Mm,
ended up have dating
Yeah, but I'm
mm,
like
when I
Kelly.
got
We
married.
dated inside our marriage.
mm.
Yeah,
See, I
We
want
had
to go to.
when I was
Oh,
married, we
sure.
dated.
yeah.
We date in
We
our
went
marriage.
on date,
We had date night.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like King Miller,
Mm.
it don't consist of a
getaway,
movie. I'm talking about dinner,
go to dinner, probably go out.
Comedy
Yeah.
shows,
Yeah,
a nice
sent,
live band. I
yeah,
love
Mm.
live
live
band.
like yeah,
uh,
Mm.
something activity, not no something I can watch at home.
Yeah.
I can watch a movie at home. I can do this
A
at
Mm.
home.
movie is like if you just
I
out.
know that's right.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Do you want to go to the movie?" Yes, right here. Let's go to the. That's
yeah,
how
See,
I look
yeah,
at it.
yeah,
yeah. There ain't nothing
Mm.
else to do. Let's just go to this movie and watch this movie.
Right, but if we planning a date,
yeah.
Mm.
It's
man,
all in getting dressed up,
Yeah.
getting
all that.
dressed up, looking nice,
Yeah, getting
yeah,
dressed up,
Phones is
looking
on
all
D and
good,
D.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, phones
putting
is
that
on
good
D and
cologne
D.
on.
Yeah,
Smelling
Okay,
good.
yep.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh,
D
sorry.
and D. Do not
do
disturb.
not disturb.
Oh.
The phone is on do not
D and
disturb.
D.
Uh,
Mm, mm, mm,
Absolutely.
mm.
I hope that
That's crazy.
it's different nowadays. Like when I do see men that know how to communicate and talk, and even women as friends, I'm like, this is a blessing
Yeah,
because it's hard to find.
Hmm.
it is.
Hmm.
It's hard to find people
Yes,
that
it
like
is.
to communicate,
Definitely. Definitely.
say,
Hmm.
but not be fake.
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
communication is asking
Hmm.
questions too. Like
Yeah,
I said, that
yeah.
ask instead of
Hmm.
Ask,
assuming.
you'll get to
Yes.
know things if you ask them questions. Because
But
here's
it
the
also means responding
Exactly.
yeah,
because you can
so I
ask
do believe
questions and go ahead.
I do believe that asking questions because you tell me you got 5 kids, I'm leaving you with the bill automatic.
Oh, you
damn.
gonna leave my
Okay,
cousin?
you gonna leave me at the
You
table,
gonna leave
King
my
Miller?
cousin at the table because she got 5 kids, King
You
Miller?
You
King
you that that that
Oh, we got to cut you, King
that
Miller.
means
Now we got to cut you. You said that my cousin got 5 kids.
I
It's
can't do it. I can't.
Mm.
It does me. I just can't do it.
it's
I can't.
okay. I pay my
Are you
own
talking
bill. I
about
got
little
one.
kids,
Oh
grown
yeah,
kids,
the
Look,
five
kids.
now you
kids?
get ready to make me ask. Look, King Miller, now you get ready to make me ask you your age. Now,
He just had a birthday. King Miller just had a
you must
birthday.
still be a young man.
Listen, I'll tell you my age. I'm
Yeah, he just
45.
had a birthday. Yeah, he just had
Yeah,
a
I just
birthday.
had a birthday. 45.
45.
Yep.
Do you have any children? Do you have any? How many you
Yes, I
got?
do. Huh?
How many? How many?
I got 4.
And for Sharon wasn't at the interview,
Now,
huh,
wait a
Kimberly?
minute. So, but you gonna leave the lady at the table that
Oh,
got 5 and you got 4. How is that?
Hold on, I'm about to tell you why though.
Help
My
me
kids is
understand that one.
hold on. 'Cause all my
Mm.
kids is grown.
that's why I said,
Well,
and
I got
and
you
you
on
Grown.
have
that because I understand because I'm
Eh,
kind of that way too. I don't mind if you got 1 and 2, but man, I'm about done
Yeah.
with children.
and
I want
Kelly.
it to be
Thank,
me and you.
But
thank,
Kelly's ain't all young.
thank you. Thank you.
Kelly's ain't all young. Kelly's ain't all young. Hers is
Yeah,
Because
young.
exactly.
16.
But
if you
I'm
telling
just
me
saying, no, we ain't
if you
leaving Carol's out.
if you
Yeah.
got telling me if you telling me your child is 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
Nah,
on
no.
the
nah,
same
nah.
page, bro,
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Oh no,
No, I
yeah.
feel you. I
Yeah,
feel
that's
you on
why I
that.
was
Yeah.
going to say most of Kelly's is grown. She just got one young one and she 8,
I
10.
ain't
She
my
grown
yeah,
too.
my
Nah.
baby's in 9.
Eh,
Getting
you
ready to
say
be
18?
10.
Oh, that's grown. She
And
out the
remember,
house.
no,
Nah, yeah.
no,
She
she's
She
9.
she not going on 15, right?
oh damn. She said 9 going on 15.
It's
Don't
Uh,
worry,
no
my
curfew.
granddaughter's 6 years old going on 30.
They
My
are, man.
That's what I
I
say about my grandson. He too going on
Yeah,
30.
I'm like,
my
Well,
youngest
he 3
before
now.
her is
Yeah.
16.
yeah.
Like my youngest before her is 16 though.
Yeah.
All
Mm-hmm.
my kids, they
All her
majority about older than me.
listen, all her biological kids are the youngest is 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she was married.
But yeah.
Okay, so that makes a difference.
I'm gonna give y'all no
Yeah, she
man.
don't care.
Like I wouldn't
No.
Mm-hmm.
care if y'all
As
let
much,
me.
you know how many men this beautiful woman be getting, she'll tell him right off the bat, I got 5 kids. She
That
don't
shit
hesitate.
it
It's
scares
out the gate.
everybody also. Bye, King Miller. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right. You gotta stay either take it or leave it, you know?
No,
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
You're right.
miss
very,
they
she's
missing out.
very
You're
Huh?
right.
transparent about
You're
it.
I'm
right.
playing King Miller.
She's very transparent about
I
it.
do understand what you mean. I get exactly
Thank
what you're
you.
saying. I
Like
don't feel no type of
you
way because
know,
I get it.
I
Mm-hmm.
get it already. Why I want to
Yeah, I
raise
get that too.
why I want to come into your life and
Yep.
raise your kids. I already raised mine. Now I got
Yep.
to help you raise yours.
And
Like,
especially if you at a
Mm-hmm.
point in your life, like you said, where your kids
Mm-hmm.
is grown, you able
I
to
just think
travel,
it depends
you
on the
able to do it.
situation.
Yeah.
now,
That's what I'm gonna say.
if you telling
Yeah,
me now,
yeah.
if you tell me you got 5 kids and they all by the same dude, I could respect that.
That's what we
That's the,
saying.
but not, they all by all different dudes. Like, oh
No, yeah,
Oh
no,
that's
no, I don't
no,
have
no,
no
no,
doubt
Oh,
no,
about
okay.
no.
that.
I see what you said.
yeah,
Well, and
I
then
can
it
respect.
You
depends on
said,
the
"What's up with that
situation.
picture?"
Yeah, yeah, that means no.
Yeah.
You just want to have kids. I ain't that gonna be the that baby daddy.
Well, I'm just saying it depends on the situation too.
Yeah.
Cause like
Mm-hmm.
in my cousin's case, she didn't choose, her husband's deceased. So
Yeah,
she did choose that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel she should be punished for that. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
some men, I
something like that. I
Mm-hmm.
won't punish because you're doing something a good deed,
But the
doing
thing,
something good.
people got to
Doing
get
Mm-hmm.
you do
for me to even get that story from you.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it's not something that I openly talk about because, like you said, number one, when you're in the dating process, you're getting to know a person, you're getting to know what they into, what they like. This is in a discovery phase.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people ain't really privy
Mm-hmm.
to that discovery phase for me, depending on the person. You know what I mean? And you find
yeah.
that out through the dating process
Mm-hmm.
That's
because
why you got
just
that.
saying, if you met me, you wouldn't know that I have 5 kids. That's the whole thing. You come to my house, you wouldn't know that I have 5 kids because they know what they supposed to be doing. They do what they supposed to do. They can cook for themselves. Even 9 year
See, Not like that.
Exactly.
Then
Mhm.
I could deal with somebody. Nah,
Mhm.
I got cook for
They
these
know how
kids.
to
I got
run the house.
I feel you though because I felt
Mhm.
that way because I'm sort of like Sharon. I got married
Yes.
early, and then
Mhm.
I haven't really dated in a long, long time. And then I have a tendency to attract younger men that are younger than me, and they usually
Mhm.
have a child, and it's like, ugh, do I want to go through raising? Now, if I'm
the
like Kim
answer.
Miller,
The answer is no.
so I'm like Kim Miller. If they between the ages of newborn and 3 and 4,
Yeah.
9
Nah.
times out of 10, you probably still messing with that woman too. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
that's what I think.
yup.
Yep.
Yup. That means you still jumping in the house. You still
You
going to the
can't you
house.
can't come and say
Mhm.
I got a 6 month
Yeah.
baby and
You
be on
can't.
the date
Yeah.
with me.
You can't
No,
No,
you
come
got
and
no.
six. Yeah, you got 6 months.
Mhm.
Yeah, you still messing with that baby mom, maybe.
Unless like it's a
Mhm.
extreme circumstances, something happened to her. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Then that is
Right,
something
right. Definitely. Yeah.
different.
Mm.
But it's hard to
Mhm.
date in this world, King Miller, where people do not have even grown kids. They still there's men that is your age and older still having kids.
Because I'm gonna tell you,
Mhm.
because they're crazy. They're crazy. They straight up
Don't say
crazy.
that.
Dude, it's
I'll tell you
funny
the truth.
because his
Ain't,
reminds me so like
there ain't no way my there ain't no way I'm having any kids at my age.
There's
Ain't
still
no
people
way.
that do it.
I would be.
I wouldn't. I
I don't
know.
like
That's why I appreciate all my kids is grown. I don't got to worry about. Still got worry, but I don't got to. I don't got to spend that money on y'all.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. I
You
am
said
not
you
doing it.
try. It's your time, huh? Time to
That,
live life.
yeah,
Make me laugh.
I
That's what
would
I was talking
not.
about.
If a
My
female,
granddaughter talking about she go.
if a female
She
told
talking about she
me,
gonna get out the nest. Yeah, I
if
said you sure will because you gonna get out. I'm pushing you.
yeah, if a female called me, tell me, I got something to tell you. You got what? You got what to tell me? You what?
You're
This, I'm like,
funny.
I want to, I want to tell
Uh,
like this. You were cheating on me because it ain't mine.
oh, you go for it. You go
Because
for it.
it ain't mine. Don't,
Um,
I'll talk to you later because I already know. I can't, nope, nope. I don't want no more kids. No, no.
Well,
I,
don't be doing nothing not to have no more. Feel me?
l-
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say.
listen, I'll be honest. I'm a type of person, I don't have to worry about that. See, I
Okay.
knew I didn't want no more kids, so I did the right thing. See,
You
people
didn't.
think
I'm the same
Oh,
way.
okay.
I'm
I
the
got,
same way.
I
So
got,
I
I
get
got,
it.
I got fixed. Okay.
Yeah. I
Mm.
So,
I
so,
was the same way. I didn't
uh-uh.
want to have a bunch of baby daddies, so I was
Nope.
like, mm-mm. So and a lot of men be mad that you can't have. You don't
yeah, like
understand,
dang.
y'all. It's this dating world is crazy. They be like, "What you mean you can't have no more kids? I cannot have
Yep.
no more kids.
Yep.
What?
Right. Yep.
I
I'd be
want
like, and I'd be like that. Thank you. You the right one for me.
so King Miller.
You perfect for me.
Look, it's a such thing as knowing when to pull back now.
That
You
don't always work.
Man, it
No,
don't.
but
no, that
look,
don't work. That don't that
I
no
still got
that
everything intact. But I'm
no
like,
that
oh God.
that don't work. That pull out
Mm-mm.
don't
Right,
work.
Mother Mary, keep playing them games,
Okay,
Mother
Mother Mary,
Mary.
keep playing.
Come
Yeah.
on, Mother Mary.
That my
That
second
joint don't
child was my second child
do.
was pulled back. Hey, hello.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, don't play.
All right now.
Because I know because that's how I got my first child. Trying to pull it
Right.
back and 9 months
So
later she gonna
yeah,
call me talking about she pregnant and the baby was on the way.
Yeah.
yeah. Dang.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mm-mm.
I just don't.
Yeah,
Me
they don't
personally,
know. Oh, I ain't gonna say it's 100%, but most of the time, when they get ready. I'll be like, get off me. No,
Sharon,
let me stop.
You
Sharon.
talking
I'm just in the
you
time of
talking
my
to
life that
you talking to
I want to
Kelly that
enjoy
got
life.
4 biological kids.
I don't want to be one of them
You
parents.
said what?
I don't want to be one of them parents. 70 years old, still going to graduation. You be the older.
I thought about that.
Oh
It,
shoot.
No, I think
is that your grandparent or your daddy?
is that
Oh,
your
that's my
grandpa or
dad.
your mom?
No.
I
I
probably
know
I'm
you.
not
You
gonna
ain't gonna
lie.
make
I
jokes on
probably
me. Like, yeah, your dad old.
Mm,
Where you
I'd
at?
have
You
been
at?
close. I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
been
been
I
70.
would have been on
No, you
70,
wouldn't have.
but
Not no
we if
70.
my husband was still alive, we
Y'all
still
probably
be
would be done now. You're 40
Shoot.
something. Yeah, not
uh,
70.
Well, I would
Mm-mm.
have had I would have had some twins probably about 23 or 24 years old by now. Yeah, but yeah. Mm-mm-mm. But
Yeah.
I'm done.
See,
I'm
I know
done,
I'm done.
definitely.
I love kids.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I never I was like shoot, I
I
would
love
have
them too. I do.
Yeah. I'm
I
done.
hope somebody will.
And a girl, and if I ever date again to the right, she better be done too.
Y'all hear that, everyone? He said if
everybody
he ever dates
better
again,
be
y'all gotta
done.
be done too.
Y'all
Okay.
might well be done.
We got it. We got it.
But this
All
generation,
friends.
this generation of raising
Oh,
kids, oh no,
Mm.
it's tough.
ooh, yes it is.
It's
You
it,
ain't
it
Man.
why what
you ain't
Yeah,
lying.
why
it's
what
nothing like it used to be. That's for real,
mm-mm.
for real.
And that's why I
Shoot.
would never bring
Mm,
that's why
mm,
I would never bring a kid in this
mm,
generation the way this world is now.
mm,
Heck,
mm,
heck no.
mm,
I can
Heck no.
mm,
I don't know why people
mm, mm,
still trying to think, oh, they have another baby. You know that how much stuff costs? You can't even get eggs.
mm.
Ooh.
Shoot.
You can't even get a carton of milk. And you want to
Mm,
bring a
mm,
child?
mm,
No.
Mhm.
Uh,
mm, mm,
sure. Now
yeah,
what I
it
will
is.
do now what I will do though, I will adopt a kid if I have to now.
mm,
You know,
mm.
I will do that. But
That's giving back.
yeah,
Mm,
that's helping another child out. You know what I mean? I would do
right.
that.
Mm,
But just me,
mm,
That, yeah.
no. Uh-uh.
mm,
See, that
He
might
said
be
he ain't
mm,
having none. Oh, that's good. That's cool. You know, everybody has their preference.
mm,
Yeah.
Definitely,
right.
you know where you. I just know I had a standard of I was not gonna date any men with
Mm,
children, and that did not work well with me because these men have kids.
mm,
Well, oh, I mean, younger ones.
My thing is I always find
mm,
a dude that
mm,
ain't got no kids. And I'm like, why are you attracted to me? I
Yeah,
got all
mm, mm, mm,
that's probably why.
because I got all the kids. Damn.
Because they don't have none.
Oh. Well go make your own because I'm done. I'm shut down. Ain't no more good stuff from here.
yeah. When people ask me, I like my grandkids, my kids.
Right.
They
Yeah.
they call and they called me 6 o'clock in the morning harassing me. So yeah, that the closest that the closest thing of me having more kids is the grandkids.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm about look, I'm about tired of them. No, no, let me stop. But my my grandson gonna tell me one time, Grandma, I wanna keep well, he thought it was his baby at the time. I wanna keep my baby and let it stay over here with us and I'm gonna work. And I'm like, and who gonna take care of the baby?
Mm,
Well,
mm-mm.
I ain't being no more of an old mother in the shoe. I'm done. What you
But
talking about?
listen,
Heck no.
the most I'll keep my the grandkids is 5 days.
Hmm.
If
I
it's
done
more than
raised
five,
grandkids and
listen.
children and somebody
If it,
else's kids. I'm about through.
if it's more than 5 days, your kid will be at the door outside waiting for you.
King Leonard, stop.
You better come get the kid.
God.
They gonna be.
Mm, mm.
You better come get
Look,
them because they're gonna be outside.
I'm ready to be the kid. Let somebody take care of me.
Sure,
I know that's right. I know
Oh,
that's right.
Charlie, for real.
sure.
Serious. Mm,
I
mm,
feel you
Mm.
on that, but it's all about
No,
communication,
Charlie.
though. Like who would know? Key Miller came up here and told his what he expected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Can you imagine going on
we
a date and he just
appreciate
told that, and this
that.
girl thinking she about to have some kids? No, he gonna tell her out the gate.
Right.
Mm.
You
yeah,
got no type of
I
feelings.
can't.
Thanks for
Don't
letting us know. Oh, and the phone
don't.
thing, and the phone thing. Because I
Yeah,
got to
that
check
phone.
that phone thing.
Yeah, you can't be on that phone with me. I'll see you on your phone. Like, wait a minute, hold on, you on your phone? Like, wait a minute. I'm paying
It's
for your
funny.
meal.
It
I ain't
is.
ask you. I ain't ask you to. I didn't ask you to pay for nothing. But man, get off that
Yeah,
phone.
disrespectful.
Get off the phone, please. That's rude.
I can't talk
Yeah,
because King Miller said I can't be on the phone. I'll catch you later, honey.
Yep.
yeah,
Catch you
I'm
later.
listening.
yep.
Catch you later.
Talk to you later. I feel you
Mm,
on that,
mm.
especially a first date
Yeah,
because
but
it's
I get you. I
oh
get you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
makes sense.
that first you got to think about
But
the first date is the most important part of the relationship.
right.
A lot of people don't realize
Mm-hmm.
they can break it or they can make it because you do it the right way the first day, the first time y'all met, man, that person is coming back. But if you
Mm.
do it the wrong way, that person ain't never gonna call
mm-hmm.
you again, never gonna hit you, gonna put
Right.
Block
you,
you. They gonna
Block
block
you. Yep.
they're gonna put you on the block call list.
Yep.
And they're gonna Mike got the
Mm-hmm.
old school, the black book.
Mm-hmm.
cross your name out.
Right.
Because you're
Cross
going to
your
have,
name. Cross your name out.
yeah, yeah, like you ain't for me. Nope, I ain't never gonna call you again. I know what I'm gonna get. But
I
no, that,
told you I tried to hang up on my granddaughter. She like, wait a minute, grandma. She didn't even know I was out on the day. Wait a minute, grandma. I know you ain't hanging up on me with some guy. No, I'm like, wow. No, he
Wait.
just looked and laughed. But they just overprotective like that anyway. Yeah. Mm.
yeah, they are. I know because when my grandkids come, like, just let you know, Papa, uh, mommy got talking to a boy. Mommy talking to a boy. I like, what? And she ain't tell me, man. Wait till I talk to your mama. Wait till I talk to her. Dude. But no, that's number one rule I have on a date. Like if
I
we
can
go,
feel you.
if we going out, sometimes we gotta put the phones away. And I mean
It
we own it
makes
20,
sense.
we
Yeah.
already own it
Yeah.
24/7.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
already everything surrounded is our phone. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
Yes.
you gotta think about it. If you leave everybody done this. If you leave your phone at home, you feel like a piece of your clothes is falling off. Because you don't got your phone.
Right,
That
exactly.
phone.
That's
That
true.
phone.
So
I was,
That phone
yes,
changes your
that's
behavior.
true. I
That
was
phone
going to
changes
say,
your
we act like
behavior.
we can't live without them now, and we
yeah.
used to ain't even have phones like that. Yes.
And you got to think about this though. Back in the day, you remember everybody's phone number by heart. Now we
Fact.
looking at phone.
Right,
Now we can't.
right,
Now you can't remember your own phone number. You got to look into your phone. What's my phone number? Um.
right, right. You're right.
So no. This
It's
is way.
crazy.
I feel like that. If you on a date, you should just drop the phone, leave the phone alone for 1 hour. Give me 1 hour of your time. That's all I ask.
Right.
Everything else,
That
after that
makes
1 hour,
sense.
after that 1 hour, you can do whatever you want. You can pick up the phone, you can
Yeah,
text. But that 1 hour, I get enough time for you to get to know me a little bit. That's
yeah.
it.
They ain't asking for too much. That ain't asking
No,
for too much. Yeah, I
no.
feel you on that.
It just
Yeah.
like it's just like this. You could be in your house by yourself. How often do you fire your
Mm-hmm.
phone? How often you turn your phone off? Half of us don't. Like me, I turn my phone off
No,
for at least an hour a day. I
no.
turn it off
Mm-mm.
because I don't need my phone.
Mm.
I can live without the phone for a minute. An hour ain't gonna kill me. It's gonna be
I
right there
don't
waiting
turn
for
it
me.
off, but sometimes I don't.
Lose mine too
I
after
don't.
2 days.
Right. I don't turn it off, but sometimes I'm on one end and the phone somewhere else, and I
I'm
shoot.
losing
I
my
don't
phone.
have it on my hip like that.
I
Yeah.
have left my phone and been okay.
Man, I
I've left my
have
phone
to.
and been like, "Oh, I left my phone. You want to go get it?" Nah, it's
Yeah.
okay. They know who I'm with.
And
Like
yeah.
I learned how to be
Mm.
without it. I get irritated with the phone because I go to try to pay a phone bill or something, and I see a no notification, and I forget. That's where I get. I be like, "See, this is the distraction
Oh,
of me
Dad,
trying
that
to
just
take
made me
care."
remember I supposed to been paying the bill, Dad.
See, how
Mm.
many times was
I
you on
guess
your phone today? You know what I'm
right.
saying? But I'm very
Hmm.
aware
Yeah.
of like that's one of my things aware of, especially when I'm around family, friends, and things like I'm very like I put the
Right.
but I've been
Yeah.
around people that just be on their phone and I'd be like, okay, I'm just they make me get on my phone because you on your phone.
It happens here sometimes with us where we be idling
Mm-hmm.
out in the middle of conversation and everybody get on their phone, but then we got to come back like, yo, all right, we ready now. Talk about what we've been talking about
Mm-hmm.
with
I
something
just
and
look at
re-engage.
everybody like, okay, everybody's on their phone, so or hey, I sort of learned to
Mm-hmm.
just it's just not my thing. I don't. I'm not on my phone like that. If I am, I'm usually playing the game,
Yeah, me too.
but I'm not in.
Yeah.
I think I'm on social media scrolling days. I'll scroll for a little bit, but nah, not really. Or
Yeah.
if I'm looking up
I'm
some
trying to
information.
learn to do less of that. Yes.
Yeah.
Cause that scrolling get you caught up in that phone. Oh, I'm telling you, forget about everything you supposed to be doing. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm. That's crazy.
But it was nice talking to y'all. Had to jump on the panel real quick.
I
You too.
appreciate you.
Thank
We
you for
about to
coming
close
up.
it
Well,
down.
we appreciate it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
no
Definitely.
problem. You
You
know,
brought
you
up
got
some
some
really
guy.
good points. Yeah.
Says female talking. Sometimes guys they get out. Our reviews too. You know what I mean? Our
Yeah,
opinions count too.
Right. And
Yeah, they always
we
do.
want y'all opinion
we
though.
be wanting to hear
Let's go.
y'all point of view. Yes, we love to
Yeah,
hear that because we looking only at our perspective, and we want to know what y'all perspective is, so we can, you know, compromise. I would say, yeah.
yeah.
Get
But
But
to know
no,
'em.
but yeah, it's good.
I appreciate
Hmm.
for
Yes.
coming up. We about to close it out anyway. Y'all go.
Hmm.
People over here got clean the kitchen
Yes.
and do the
Uh,
dishes, and I gotta get ready
mm,
for daily dose of D tomorrow.
uh,
Yeah.
right. And I was just getting ready to say, what is a relationship when you only got one side? It's no longer a relationship, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
lonely boat.
But talk to me nice though.
Yeah,
Talk
talk
to me
to me
nice.
nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Talk to me nice.
I know that's right.
Talk to me nice.
I know that's
Because
right.
it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But then again, am I looking at it's what you say
Yes.
and how you say
Say
it.
it. Both ways. Vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Stand on 10.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Lindy. Have a good evening, guys. Have
Duality.
a good day.
Duality. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we about to
Mm.
close it on up this evening.
Mm.
Sharon, your last comments for this live today about talking in relationships.
Yes, talking is very important. Communication. I was told as saying back, you ask questions and you learn all about yourself. When you ask questions, you learn about yourself and the other person as well. So, talking is very, very important. Communication. Yes.
Well, thank you for coming up here,
I
Sharon, and sharing.
look. I just heard. It's the key to life. Who's one of them got a song? It's the key to
That
life.
oh, that
And this
is
one on.
that's blended. That's blended son. The keys to
Oh,
life.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, key to life. Yeah, it's the key to
yeah.
life.
The key to
Yeah.
life. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Kels, your last thoughts on this topic.
Thank God for coming over here to the Love Palace. Yeah. Or, or thank y'all for coming over here to the Love Palace. We enjoyed you.
Oh,
Enjoyed your
I,
company.
I, I,
Sharon, you was in my line. What's up, Sharon? Go ahead.
no, I was going to say I recognize what you was doing there.
Oh, it caught up with you.
I probably caught a lot of people off guard with that. It's okay. It did what it
She got me
intended.
this time. I was like, oh,
It
usually I get her.
did, it did what it intended to do. But no, it is how you say things. We have to watch the company we keep and also monitor and pay attention to ourselves while we're in this company. You learn more
Mhm.
by paying attention to yourself. But also, as you pay attention to yourself, you got to
Right.
with people because everybody's going through something. everybody has a story,
Right. Yeah.
and all it takes is a calm
Yes.
and a calm heart to see. So treat people gently. You could be stern and
Mm-hmm.
gentle at the same time. So
Right.
continue to live out there, y'all. We getting out of survival mode. That's gonna be my new tag. Continue to live.
I
We
know
getting
that's right. You're right. You're right. I like that one. Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Well, this is going to conclude the episode of Ships, episode 36. It's not what you say, but it's how you say it, or is it what you say? And how, what Kelly said it the other way.
It's what you
Say
say
and
and
how you
how
say it.
you say it.
Hey, what if it's not what you say?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's not the words that you want? Like now I'm going deep. Never mind. We're not going to do that.
And
Y'all,
look, I just heard, and it's what you don't say sometimes.
exactly. That's what I was trying to say, Sharon, but my brain said,
Yeah.
don't do it, D. Y'all make sure y'all check out Blended Healing for that lovely guide to family betrayal. We can learn tips on how to talk to our
Mhm.
family and how to deal with that feedback. So
Mhm.
y'all make sure we got lovely,
Yeah.
lovely things at her shop. She has a Mother's Day special going on, so check her out, okay? Make sure you
Mhm.
get ready for breaking news. Sharon Sneakers is coming
Yeah.
right to you,
Oh yeah,
okay?
y'all better watch out.
You
I'm trying
feel
to
me?
cop something.
Yeah.
How and where what we
Yes,
need
the
to do.
kids was like, I want. Well, the baby was like, I want some. I seen like I want too.
Oh, really? Oh, and I was saying
She
I
over
got to
here
see
singing
if
you a
they
little
got the
rap too.
children. I haven't seen the children's, but I'm going to check it out.
Well, we can
Yes.
start with
Yeah.
this. Wait, okay.
Yep.
But y'all look
Yeah,
forward.
I know
Y'all,
that's right.
y'all look forward to that. Let's support each other, and it's always
Oh,
collaboration over competition. So
exactly.
thank you guys for coming out. Know that Queen Kels and God is still love, and Empress Sharon love y'all. And for those that we
Yeah.
might not love, oh, no, I gotta. For those that we might not like right now, we love y'all too.
Right. That's
We
all
still
right.
love y'all.
Exactly.
So peace and love to
Mhm.
everybody. I'm gonna close us out with the song and see y'all at Daily Dose of D tomorrow, 3:30. Yep. I want to see y'all there. Okay. Peace and love to everybody.
Okay.
I'm closing y'all out with a song
Peace and
by
love.
the one and only Anita Baker.
And we out.
All right. What's up with these songs, girl? Mm, mm, mm.
You stand all alone on your own. Please come inside from that storm. Stand where it's warm. I can see you're in need, baby. Please talk to me now. Swear nothing is wrong. You're so strong, baby. Don't hold this inside. Relax your pride. Let it go. Set it free, my baby. Talk to me now. What's wrong with you? Why don't you tell me what you're gonna do tonight? What's wrong with you? Why don't you tell me what you're gonna do? If you let me, baby, yes I can. I understand. Here's my hand. Why stand alone in the dark? Open up your heart. Let this go. Set it free now, my baby. Talk to me now. What's wrong with you? Why don't you tell me what you're gonna two hands staring into space. I see shadows of pain crossing your face. You are born my advice. You are born my embrace, baby. What's wrong with you? Why don't you tell me what you're going through? What's wrong with you? Why don't you tell me? I won't tell a single soul, my baby. Yeah, why don't you tell me? You got to, we got to talk about it. No doubt about it. Let it go. Set it free.